Oh, I'm sorry. I was just going over my lines. So we're on the set of Rainbow's End by Chris Mancini. I'm playing Thomas. I'm the character who finds a leprechaun and brings him to the other guys.
Boys, our money troubles are over.
Oh, Jesus, Mary and Joseph.
What happened to the puppy you had last year?
It died.
And how did it die?
Because you shot it.
See, leprechauns aren't so hard to outsmart. You just gotta have brains. Let's go get those shovels.
Wow. I thought only monkeys did that.
A lot of times my movies, I just have an image in my head of something like that makes no sense or that has never been seen before. My goal in any of the movies I make is to create imagery and that no one has ever done or seen before.
That's for you and your mothers.
When you don't have a lot of money, it's a little more challenging, but I had this image of a leprechaun tied to a high chair and three crooks just really trying to get his pot of gold. So the concept of Rainbow's End pretty much came from just that weird imagery of a leprechaun in a high chair and also the theme of the easy money is never easy.
Looks like time's up, boys.
It was actually a little hard to cast. It's hard to tell an actor that you're gonna dress him up as a leprechaun, tie him to a high chair, and put him in a tree. So luckily we had a real trooper in Mark Pavanelli where he was down for everything we were gonna do. Without a leprechaun, you got no leprechaun movie, and he did an amazing job, and we were really lucky to get him.
I'm a leprechaun, you daft shrew. I got me a pot of gold and these three sots think they're gonna steal it. Now let me see your drawers.
You know, people have been asking me about this Irish accent, and I thought I was doing Jamaican. It's kind of embarrassing because I had actually spent some time in Jamaica, and I really studied the art of the Jamaican accent because of all the Jamaican leprechauns that, you know, through history and through folklore, and you know, I felt really good about what I was doing. And then somebody told me that, you know, it's supposed to be Irish, and that I'm not so good at.
A rainbow is just sunlight spread out into its spectrum of colors and diverted to the eye of the observer by water droplets you get. Hard to put gold there, wouldn't you say?
The most challenging thing for this movie is we had some equipment trouble and, you know, just getting to the set. So I actually had to shoot this movie in about half the time I would have liked. So I'm glad we had that rehearsal day. So that really saved some time. So I was able to pull it off. And the good thing about high definition is it is a little bit easier to shoot than film. It lights quicker, the camera's quicker, and then when you're done, you're done. And then you start editing. That kind of made up for any of the speed bumps that we hit along the way. But no movie's easy. No director or producer has ever said, that movie shot itself, piece of cake. No, it does. It's gonna be hard. You just don't know where it's gonna be hard until you do it. And then, you know, we spend a lot of money in others.
Luckily, being up in the tree was very, very simple, because I pretty much, since I woke up this morning, have been drinking heavily, and I don't know where the hell I am right now, or frankly, who I am, so I didn't even know I was in a tree. I thought I was sitting in my trailer.
When we shot in Griffith Park, we're in the middle of Los Angeles, just high up, so there was constant helicopters, airplanes, and, you know, we had to just wait for them to go by. And then we got assigned a park ranger, and then we found out he wasn't really a ranger. We found that out when someone saw a rattlesnake, and he didn't seem that concerned that there was a rattlesnake on set. So then we found out he was just the film monitor and not an actual ranger, and he was really cool, though. So I don't know what he did with the snake. I just, you know, I heard about it and it kind of disappeared. So probably one of the grips took it home. I don't know.
How much further, Lucky? Don't call me that, you git. We're almost there. If you can't wait, why don't you just shoot yourself in the head instead?
Shut up, leprechaun. We better be getting close.
The thing that was the most fun about making Rainbow's End was really the cast. I mean, they were just so funny, on and off camera. They kept everyone entertained, and they made each character their own. And it's just really exciting to work with, you know, just really talented people, because, you know, makes you look better.
Hi, I'm Dean Cameron.
You may have recognized him.
We're on the set of, what's this thing called?
Leprechaun in the Hood.
Leprechaun in the Hood, Part 2.
I actually knew a leprechaun once. It was really sweet. We got in a big fight one day. See, I'm Italian, and obviously leprechaun is Irish. We don't normally get along, you know? And one day we're in the drive-thru at McDonald's and he got a Shamrock Shake. And I said, you know what? I can't have you drink that in my car. Big fight broke out. He threw leprechaun crap or leper crap all over me. It was horrible. So when Chris first called me and asked me if I wanted to do this, I was really, really torn about acting and my hatred towards leprechauns. But I figured the craft needed me.
This high def, it's the wave of the future, I'm telling you. In fact, after one day, we have 2/3 of it edited already. So that's because Bill, our editor's nickname is Lightnin'. And he edits and edits and edits and edits. And it's really, really coming along nicely.
Chris and I have known each other since like 2nd grade.
Yeah, I saw Bill in his first band called Viewpoint.
Yeah, that's right. But we misspelled it on the bass drum, so it was View Piant. We never fixed it.
So now we're taking all that history and putting it into one project.
That's right.
So it's going beautifully. So we're very pleased. Well, this is the first edit I've done in New York, and it's a lot different from LA. Apparently, you can get anything you want delivered at any time of the day or night here in New York, and that definitely saves some time.
This would be a nice little chance for some music in there.
Yeah, this will be kind of like a tinny website music,
exactly.
Irish music, absolutely. This is our first day of editing. We're already on page 10 of a 15-page script, so we're cruising through.
Rocking.
It's really, really fun to come here to New York to do an edit, and I hope we're gonna work on a lot more things together. I like coming to New York every once in a while, absolutely.
It says we're...
The art director who put the web page together here was on a Mac, and he forgot a cable, so he had to drive like an hour away while we were shooting to get this cable to get that image up on the computer.
Oh, get out, really?
So yeah, so it was like, where's Tim? He forgot his cable. I'm like, well, okay, well, he's going to Northridge to buy a new one.
It says whoever catches
And
one...
he got back just in time for us to shoot the shot.
It says whoever catches one, it has to lead them to the hidden pot of gold.
I think my skills as a director from my first movie to this one have improved. If it hasn't, then you're in trouble. Just quit. But I really think so. But it's not just your skills that improve as you progress from film to film. It's also the contacts you make and the people around you that also get more and more experience. Like we had a great crew, very professional cast. And when you're working with all pros, you can't waste their time. You have to make sure that you're getting a good product out that they all can be proud of, because everyone has a reel, from the actors to the DP, and they all want to put this on the reel when they're working for indie money. We had a special effects guy that loves doing gore, so every single special effect he would literally ask me, how about more blood? Do you want blood? Do you want more blood here and there, more blood? And finally I had to just tell him, it's a comedy. You don't put that much blood in a comedy. So we stuck with bruises and a little bit of blood. He wanted to make a fake hand. I mean, God bless him. I mean, he really enjoys his work. Wants to add more blood. Can't blame him. That's what he does. I've definitely changed as director. For one, I'm not using Super 8 anymore, so that's a big help. But I shot my first film in Westchester, Pennsylvania. There's not a big film community in Westchester, Pennsylvania, so I actually look back on my older films and just think that they were a miracle just to get done, regardless of how, the production value and how good they were. And then, because you look at when you use all professional people, all professional equipment, and makes a big difference in your production value and also just your finished product. So it's definitely come a long way from, Super 8 silent to, high definition. I think the technology has grown with me, so I'm grateful for that.
As for you, you have to swear that you're not going to move Thomas's shirt from that tree.
On me honor as one of the wee folk, I'll not touch the fat one's sweaty, smelly shirt.
My mother was part leprechaun, and that really informed me too about what the character was about, and the drinking and the cursing and the scratching of the crotch. So I got a lot of that from my mother, and I want to say, Mom, thank you. And when I get my Oscar for this performance, my mother At least the leprechaun side of my mother is going to be the first, I think. Thanks, Mom. You're the best.
What are we gonna do?
Well, the first thing is not to cry.
Right now, I am currently working on some feature films and also some television shows. And I have one science fiction show in development right now with legendary creature creator Stan Winston. So I find more about that on the website. But that's very exciting to be working with a legend like Stan Winston on a TV project. So see what happens.
Any closing words for this day?
Well, it was a tough shoot, but you know what? We pulled it off.
I need a camera. Kick off the lights.
I felt like I was in my trailer and I wanted to start throwing everything. And, I was in a tree, so there's this little bird's nest. I got rid of that.
I think if we sent this film to Iraq and the Iraqis watched this, they would say, that's what we want Iraq to do.
And action.
Thanks, Mr. Hudley. That's actually on my back.
I'm sorry.
We got our shots. Everyone seemed happy, and all right. Now, as long as the person who's carrying the tapes doesn't drive past a big magnet, we're all set.
Enjoy the film. If you've already seen it, I hope you enjoyed it. And if you've seen it and you didn't like it, then what the hell are you still watching this part for? Fuck off.